Hello, everyone. Thanks for the warm introduction. And this is Jingao. Today it's my great honor to share our recent thinkings on how to achieve fast and fully automatic joint mapping. And this work is done when I was a postdoc at Carnegie Mellon and working with my excellent colleagues and under supervision by Professor Satya. The story starts in a cold winter, and we have a warm dinner in a warm restaurant. Yeah, we are thinking if we want to further push forward the drone's intelligence and autonomy, one important thing for applications like the GPS-denied localization, navigation, search and rescue, and industrial inspection, one important capability is the 3D reconstruction or the 3D mapping. On the one hand, the 3D dense point clouds is essential for supporting such up-layer applications, and also the 3D points is already an important digital asset in this era. So we put on our coats and go outside and try to fly the drones to spy the whole scenarios to collect some images. But quickly, we find this task is not doable, especially in the Pittsburgh winter. It is not only the drone in such a cold winter will quickly out of his battery. It is ourselves that is before the drone out of battery. We will be the first one out of the battery. So the reason is today's for any mapping algorithms for the visual slime, structure from motion, code map, or 3D-GIS, if we prioritize the mapping fast to map the scenario very fast, you can only get such very dense and low fidelity maps. Once you want to get a relative dense and high fidelity maps, you have to input thousands of drone capture images and wait for the hours-long latency. So it is a drawback of the current mapping algorithms. So current commercial drone mapping practice, they all adopt a human in the loop, one-pass mapping paradigm. That is, you have to employ an experienced pilot to detailedly plan the drone flight trajectories and to ensure it will capture enough high-quality cohesion images during his flight. And after the drone landing, you still have to wait hours-long latency. But if unfortunately, the mapping result is not good, you still have to re-employ these guys with maybe $500 to reflect the whole procedure. So it is very time-consuming and labor-intensive. And no one can stand for the 1 hour, half an hour, or 1 to 5 hours in such a cold winter. So we are thinking how to make the whole mapping procedure feasible, especially in such extreme weathers. And recently, we find the vision foundation model is the game changer for 3D mapping. A landmark is the VGGT. That is the Vision Geometry Grounded Transformer, which is the CVPR 2025's best paper. And the VGGT, based on its underlying vision foundation models, that is the Dynamo 2 is trained on a large amount of this size. And the VGGT can generate a high fidelity and density point clouds within just a minute. You can find with, in the same scenarios, the VGGT can work within just a half a minute and generate a high fidelity map and also with more than 1.4 million points. So currently, this is the power of the vision foundation models. And inspired by the VGGT, we found there may be a way to upgrade existing mapping paradigm to a new one. That is, one, importantly and most obviously, the pole procedure can be shortened. The VGGT have the capability to shorten the mapping from hours-long latency to only minutes. And it is not only fast that matters. The fast also enables the real-time validation of the map. And based on the map quality, maybe there may be some holes and there may be some low-quality areas. You can identify them and plan some future flight and let the drone fly to some given locations and capture another images to increase the map coverage and quality. So based on the iterative pipeline, we do not require the expensive and experienced human pilots to do the first detailed patch planning, just let the drone to perform a quick and dirty initial flight to coverage the whole scenarios and upload the image. The whole procedure can be automatically flight. So it is an important way towards the fully automatic mapping. So here is our proposed AI in the loop, iterative mapping paradigm that fully leverage and embrace the recent CV and AI advances for fast and fully automatic mapping. However, Translating the paradigm into a practical drone-based system still has two challenges. The first one is the VGGT, like most others, large vision or large language models, is a GPU memory hog. How can we select a few or small set of images that the drone captured from all these uploaded, maybe 2,000 images for VGGT inference? Is the first thing we need to do. And the second is the VGGT is trained, although his name is the geometry grounded transformer, the capability is only obtained from a large black box and trained from the large amount of data size. It may when it fits the real environments, it may cause hallucinations. That is, although the mapping results looks good, but if we zoom in, we can find there are many points that have hallucinations and the detail is not good enough. But it looks good. So how can we design some useful algorithms to identify, to qualify these map results and find the most important places to fly to is the second challenge we should do. To solve these two challenges, and our thinking is, that is, if we look at these 2 point clouds, although today, for these guys, the ORB SAM3, if we just look at the mapping results, maybe this guy, the mapping result is not sexy or the fancy like this one. But it has its own benefits. That is, the ORB SAM3 can run in real time, and every point in the ORB SAM3 is constructed from the 3D and 2D geometry or triangulation. So every point is an explicit and concrete point. So our key insight to solve these two challenges is leveraging the lightweight mapping AI to provide some valuable intermediate results to get this heavyweight AI to do the keyframe selection and also the map evaluation. And essentially, here is the VGGT that he just used all these images together and generate each point cloud. That is a possibility point cloud that he just gave you a possibility that a single point appears at a given location and associated to some given pixels. But here is the ORB SAM, that every point is generated through the explicit feature extraction, feature matching, and 3D to 2D triangulation. It is a concrete geometric information. On the one hand, when the ORB SAM is running, he will select some useful keyframes. Maybe a simple way is thinking about it. We can just use these keyframes, provide some prior selection criteria for the VGGT to use and help VGGT to select some useful keyframes for inference. And the second part is to solve the map evaluation part. That is, we don't only treat on the VGGT-generated possibility and implicit points. We make a combination of the ORB SAM3 and the VGGT points. The situation is quite interesting, that just maybe 100 years ago, at the same place, the University of Cambridge, the Cavendish Physics Laboratory may be just the place we are sitting at here. So many scientists from the Maxwell to Rutherford and Thomson, they tell the world that for the electrons, we don't know the exact location of each electrons. The only thing we can know is their appearance, possibility, distribution, cloud map. So in this work, we are adopting the same insight. We don't need to evaluate on the each single electrons. We just treat them like a possibility map. And when it concrete combined with the concrete ORB SAM3's nucleus, and we can treat the map evaluation element as a map item, maybe we can make full leverage of the both benefits from the explicit and the implicit mapping results. So here is our system overview. Our system is running 2 mapping AIs in real time. That is, the first one is ORB SAM3. And it will concrete some geometrical information that firstly it will help the VGGT for the keyframe selection and also for the map evaluation. And if the performance is good, it will output the final map. And if the result is not good, it will give some commands to fly to some future positions to collect some images to increase the map coverage and the quality. And also the sweep map is fully integrated into our still eagle, and also is based on our last year's MobiSys paper. For more details, please refer to the links and our repositories. And here is a concrete result, a fully end-to-end closed-loop performance. You can find after the initial quick and dirty flight, the drone can maybe just use 2 minutes. The drone can give you some rough, relatively sparse map. And after the second flight, it will go denser. And after the final flight, the drone, using only a dozen of minutes, can give you the excellent and relatively good mapping result. And note, the drone still have around half of his battery. That means he can still go for another mapping task. And here is a statistics. We can find in some different kind of buildings, all the tasks, the total elapsed time, that means the drone from takeover to final landing, and we can download this dense point cloud is within 20 minutes. So in summary, in this work, we want to deliver 3 thinkings. The first is how to fully leverage the CV and AI advances to empower the mobile system, that is, towards fast and fully automatic mapping. And the second thinking is, today, the CV and AI is evolving very fast. And just for the visual sign, some guys already say, we have the VGT, we can just through the MobiSys or the traditional AI to the rubbish. But I want to say, if we want to fully embrace the AI into a useful mobile system, this lightweight AI maybe gives some prior information and useful intermediate results to make them running good and perform better in the mobile system. And the third thinking is the edge computing is still can fundamentally enhance the drone's autonomy and intelligence. Without edge computing, we cannot imagine today a very complicated AI that is the 3D that mapping can do in real time. And now, we do not think that the task is doable, especially in the Pittsburgh winter, because we can sit in a warm car and let drone to fly itself automatically. The whole procedure is only costs around dozens of minutes. We don't even to shut down the engine or the AC. Thank you very much.